For most people, the Gospel of Matthew can be a really confusing book, filled with mysterious sayings and seeming contradictions. Why is this? Two main reasons. First, a slow and steady dumbing down of Western society has left the average person lacking both the intellect and the ambition to study the scriptures carefully and properly. And second, a tendency to read the Bible from the lens of our modern times rather than from the perspective of ancient Hebrew culture often paints a misleading picture of what's really being said. Like many of you, I too had been attempting to understand the words of Jesus for years, but without much success. Although much of what Jesus said did hit home with me, inevitably I'd run into a passage that made absolutely zero sense. Like this one. Or this one. Or a myriad of others. So for all the Bible reading I did, I never got an accurate understanding of what Jesus was really saying, because I was trying to understand his words from the point of view of my own culture. A few years ago, I came to a point that would put me back on the right path. So I made a decision to drop out of the rat race and take a few years off from chasing the almighty dollar in order to make a meticulous and careful study of the words of Jesus. And wouldn't you know it, I found what I was looking for: the truth. Despite a deluge of lies that had been taught to me my entire life by the American culture, by my teachers, by my church, and definitely by the deviant and twisted anti-Christian message that we get from watching TV and listening to songs on the radio. The Visual Gospel of Matthew series came about from a desire to share what I had learned during my 3 years of soul-searching and diligent study, namely a solid understanding of the Gospels. And while I'm certainly no theologian, and I don't claim to have all the answers, what I do know is this video series will provide enough fundamental knowledge for you to begin living the Christian life with the confidence that comes from truly understanding the message of Jesus. I hope you'll join me on my journey, verse by verse, through the Gospel of Matthew.